I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, well I had the other day when I ground and I tipped my finger. But and then I got myself here a little bit with the grinder the other day. I do that a lot.
Yeah. This is a snowblower. Started doing the video on it and haven't put it together yet. Put the mug in there. Put the muck.
Well, yeah, it's just water.
It's water from the cleaner thing. Got in. But it's like the needle stuck. Stick back in there and see if I can clean up the rest of the muck in it.
Mine early tonight. Mine early tonight. Because I got to clean this carburetor for that snowblower that I was doing the other night.
Everybody doing all right tonight? Doing all right, except for I got to work tomorrow, so. A lot of muck in it. Dirty muck. Drops on the floor. No big deal. Another mess.
Usually I have a towel to wipe this stuff off with. You guys tune on some night and can't find me, it's because I've been doing some of these live videos on the subscribe thing, so that's why I've been mentioning to people to subscribe to the channel so you can get it. Because we do it almost every night, so in case you didn't know that. Nobody told you. Pretty clean now. Got a little goober in the corner down there. That's just muck from. I'm sure this needle in the seat's no good, which it is a Tecumseh. Oh, it looked like a Tecumseh. The bowl nut's full of mud. Sorry about the noise in the background. It's because I got the heaters on. Because there should be a hole right there on the side, and it goes up to the center. I did have some. I got it. Should blow that out, right? Right? I got my ultrasonic over that way. Back there by the compressor. My fittings are leaking in it. That's why I got to kind of pumping it up. Self-taught mostly. Mainly because when I was younger, I couldn't afford to pay anybody, so you have to do it yourself. And it's still cheaper. It's still cheaper to do it yourself and mess up than to pay somebody and have them mess it up for you. And right now, there's a lot of those people out there right now that will charge you, say what they're doing. They might even have documentation that they know what they're doing. They still not know what they're doing. And then once you pay them, they'll take it, you bring the car back there, we'll say for example, bring your car back there, and you park it there, and then they say, yeah, we'll get right to it. And then you come back a couple hours and say, I'm sorry, we're still going to get to it. And then, into the day, they're saying, I don't know what happened, but we lost track of time, and you can take it, bring it back another day, and then you get tired of that after you just pay good money. Guess what? They don't ever plan on fixing it for you. They just plan on taking your money from you. Or the other ones is where they hack it. They do a manager hack to it. And, yeah. That's how it was when I was doing it, and it hasn't changed at all now. The faces might change, but they still do the same stuff. Shortcut, you know. Especially if they're getting paid by the job. They always take a shortcut to save some time, make money.
Well, you know, it's always been going up. You know, it goes up every year, but it's really going to go up now. And I'm not sure how that benefits the people that, I don't see where it benefits the people. So it costs you more for the living. The living costs you more. So it trickles down to everybody. You know, you got to buy more groceries, it costs you more money. So you know what I'm saying? So it don't save anything. You can hardly even believe what they say. And you know, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just blocked out, or just blocked everybody because I put it on subscribe mode. Hello again. How's that? Did that help? It may have helped. May have not have. Who's all there? Still there? Who's still all there? I don't know who he is. That must be a great guy though. Okay. Who's still out there? I know you say you'd stop back. Who else is left out there that I didn't block off? Got 8 people. Everybody left? You guys got to be subscribers, or you'd be blocked. Nice job with a TV. I don't see a TV. You see a TV? Aren't you going to ask me what the price of eggs are? Aren't you the egg man? I don't know a lot. My wife buys them. Is $6 a dozen something like a lot? Alright, then I put that pipe that I found. Now I gotta figure out how to try to cut it, because my cutting thing has been taken over. This side, it's great. This side, not good. I may just take it back over the chop saw here. I may just take it back over for a minute. Probably not though. I can't even find the screws. All right, found the slots. Nada. There we go. I got her. Hang on. Getting warm in here now. There we go. Don't worry. That's the sun floor. You'll have to look for it, won't you?
There we go.
We only got 3 people on here? Where's everybody at tonight? It's Friday night. It's Friday night. Where y'all at? Alright, so it's off the subscriber mode, so anybody can get on. We'll just have to click on that one thing to get rid of them, huh? They start talking smuck. We'll just push on that one button, wherever the heck it is. I can't remember it. Somebody will tell me what it is. Getting warm in here now. Is it walking? It started to walk, didn't it? Somebody see it walk and then tell me? Cutting straight. Just as straight as the other one was, right? Hello there. How we doing? Welcome to the Cutting the Pipe channel. This is how you cut a pipe, in case you didn't know. Cut the Pipe channel. Well, it looks kind of straight, but kind of looks kind of crooked. What's my job? My job's cutting the pipe. I put the pipe on the cutter, and then my job is to cut the pipe. Then I gotta find somebody that looks like me to take the pipe off the cutter. I don't know if it's any straighter than what it was. It's gotta be a little bit better. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Not a whole lot, but better than not being straight at all. Yes. Think so. What kind of machinery are you talking about? Laser arc. Wow. Laser arc. No, I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever heard of it myself. But this is just a plasma cutter. Is that what it is? Just a plasma cutter? Is that what? It's soldering. And they call it laser arc, huh? Interesting. Now, since you've said something like that, there was a guy that does scrapping, and he picked up some units that were supposed to be a solder units, and then I think he looked them up. I think he looked them up on the internet, and I think they called them that, something like that. And it looks just like a welder. But he didn't have, all he had was the units, the square boxes, and some dials on the front of it, but they didn't have any kind of attachments with it. Accessories, we'll say. It's all right. Neither do I. I don't speak English not too good either. And that's my first language. And like say, what am I trying to say? Oh, so where are you from? I'm in Michigan. America, USA, America, Michigan. Not Montrose. I've heard that before. Have you been on here before? Because I think I've said that name before, but could be wrong. I usually write them down and then I ask my wife. So what is this? Yeah, well, stop back by. You said we're doing a fume extractor for welding. I'm making that from scratch. Just like I tell everybody else that stops by, go ahead and subscribe. That way, it's easier to find me. I'm like on almost every evening. I'm on for an hour or so. Okay. I'm trying to see what the picture is. It's so small I can't make out what your picture is beside. I'm doing a good job. Okay. We'll take that, I guess. Oh, you do? I wish. I'm too old to... I don't know if I could ever... I don't think I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, if I even got half the words down, I would still butcher it because I would be saying something that somebody would be saying, polyfusanze or whatever it was the other day, and somebody said it was something else. And I'm like, oh, there you go. Exactly. I'd be saying the wrong thing. I had people yelling at me and I wouldn't even know what they were saying. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I tell people if they randomly just came across me to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, only because it's easier to find me. If you don't, I'm only saying this because I had a guy from Russia, I think it was. A guy from Russia. He clicked on it. He clicked on it by accident and said it was me, and then he kind of liked me. But then he said the next day he had a hard time trying to find me, and I said, well, that's probably why I told you to subscribe, so you can find where I'm at. And then like 2 weeks, you get tired of looking at my bald head and me talking too much. Then you just unsubscribe and move on. That's what people do. I do that. I do that myself. I like somebody and I watch him for a bit, and I think it's kind of cool, and I learn a lot, and then after a while he's not into what I like to do or whatever to the effect, and I get tired of listening to him, and then I just move on. But the better thing is there's a mute on everybody's phone, so you just mute the guy and watch what he does. So anyways, this I got to cut on the lines, and I got to use that in here. So I started that last night. Problem is, I'm thinking is I won't be able to spread it out to what I want after I get done. It's pretty thick. It's pretty thick. pretty thick. But I'm thinking I won't be able to cut it here. I have to go do it in the vise over there. You got a vise over there. At least one side of it. What am I doing now? Or what was I doing before? That's a fume extractor. So you got fumes from your welding or grinding or whatever else. It gets pulled through, sucked out of the air, pulled through into a filter, and then it exhausts whatever's left, comes out the other side. So, but right now, I got to make something to hold the tube up that comes out. And so these pieces here are supports for it. Little type of the supports. My camera mount is just terrible. So you guys are like on a crooked angle and I don't know how to fix it. It's just the quality of what we have to buy to use is terrible. There you go. There you go. Now you're straight up and down now. And you're on the even plane. Even plane. Yeah, I've had quite a few people stopping by in the evenings and watch and ask me questions, and some subscribe and come back and some don't. And that's all right. Kind of hard to hold that guy still though. Can you see it all over there? Yeah, it's just a phone is what it is. I just got a phone up here like this, pointing wherever. another mount over here too, but I'm just cutting off stuff. If I do something really, you know, fantastic, I bring people over here. This one may be a bit of a challenge because this is going to want to take off once I cut most of the way through it. Actually did pretty good, I think, for having it held in the vise. And that one side's cut. This side's cut. That one's about halfway, 3/4 of the way through. So, and she's hot. There you go. And she's smoking hot. Like it should be. There we go. 2 pieces. Let me touch them up a little bit and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me get some. Should already have the gloves on, but I already took them off. I can show you better where these are going to go. Alright, so these pivot. These pivot, okay, like this. You can't even see it. Come on. Come on. There we go. So these pivot up and down, alright? Both these are going to be assembled together. Then I got the tube, which is kind of too long right now, but I didn't want to whack it off unless I was sure exactly
what size I want. And my tolerance is too tight there, which I figured it was. I thought it was going to run out of room. So that needs to slide in there, on there, and then it pivots. This pivots on this. These pieces here are going to be bent out a little bit more, so they come around this. So it gives this tin a little support. A little bit more support. These are, I don't know. I can't remember what size they said it were. That was last night. So we got 14 gauge. So I got to make these go around the outside of there, so it gives it some extra support, because this is just 4-inch heater duct. So anyways, the fumes are going to be, this is going to be on the other end when I finally figure out what length it is. The fumes are going to come in here through this tube, through a filter, and then whatever's left will come out over here. But we did a smoke test on it, and nothing came out that over there with a smoke test. So just in case you're there and you're trying to figure what this guy is doing, that's what I'm doing. So my tolerance for this rubber tube in here is quite tight now, since I've put everything else in the way. So what I need to do is, because I'm like at the point of wanting to cut that to length too. But these need to go around there, and somewhere or other I'm gonna have to. I think the only way I can take and make them bigger is to put them on a block of wood and tap on them and expand them, because I don't have any other. I mean, I could put them in the vise, and what's going to do is I don't have a big enough vise to do that, so it's going to be spread out here, but not spread out there, or vice versa. I'm not going to get it spread out evenly unless I like put it on a block of wood and bang on it like on the floor until I get it to where it just fits around that pipe. That's 4-inch. So, and this was it's a good question. What size of pipe did I really have? Now you gotta remember, I just cut out a saw blade twice through this. So this is 2 3/4 plus the width of a blade. So I'm thinking it was pretty close to 2 7/8, we'll say, at least, or closer to 3. It was probably 3-inch pipe. So I just got to bump these out a 1/2 inch, right? If I bump these out a 1/2 inch, that should go around there. Looks like more than that, though. If I set this right on here and I measure the gap between, you can't see that either. I'm in good shape. I'm doing good tonight. There we go. If I bring this up to here and I measure between the pipe and here, if I can do that, it looks like 3/4 of an inch. So, yep, 3/4 of an inch of gap. So, yep, but that's the only way I can think of coming up with, is spreading it.
there's a little just a little sharpening edge there that will give me a big old, if I decide to run my finger on it, I'll end up with a cut. I don't know if you've experienced a metal cut before, but you understand electronics? Well. Basic stuff. Just basics, all I do. Like I said, I got a motor in this, and I wired it, and that. I wired my garage, if that's what you're talking about. I wired this garage myself, and I do what it takes to get something done. Other than that, so I need to remove this, at least one of these braces. This other one I messed up, and I'm going to take and rethread it to a bigger size, and I probably should do that. Only if I can figure out what I did with my ratchet. Here it is. Yeah, I ended up threading, drilling the hole too big, and then I ended up having to put a bolt and a nut on it, and unfortunately, what has occurred is then my tolerances in here is not, it's kind of tight now. I do need to make sure I put a clamp on. Maybe I'll get this back in. Back in here. If you're tracking along with me. You should be able to get it in there with without one bracket on. I think. Yep. She's snug though. And on the snug side, but
There you go. There we go. All right. What's as nice as the tin flex is enough. The tin flex is enough so I can get this in. Okay. I can just snug it right up right now so that way I know where I'm at. Okay, there we go. So this is way too long. Too long, but so now I got to make these pieces to go in there and go around this to support it. It seems like my elbow is too big, but it shouldn't be. And I may have to do this on the stretch out like that. I got that much, you know, there's that much pipe that can go in. Anyways, if you're following along here, you're kind of going, what's this guy up to? I said I just threw this quick together the other day and I didn't really, you know, get it precise, but they make special clamps for these, but I just use regular hose clamps that would go around the outside. So anyways, that's how it's got to be. And now I got to make these to go around that pipe on both sides. The only thing I can come up with is taking and putting it on a block and beating on it. Oh, I thought you knew already, Richard. It's a fume extractor for welding. So fumes are going to come in this pipe through a filter in there. Behind that black thing, there's a filter. And then whatever's left over is going to come out the side over here. Over here. There's a mesh thing to keep the mice and whatever else to, you know, coming in there. This is all going to be covered up around here. Yeah. A few episodes back, I showed a picture of a commercial one, so everybody knew what it looked like. What it looked like. I know what I'm doing now. What am I doing now? Doing something. Oh, I'm getting my block of wood to beat on. So you guys can't see any of this. I'm just going to put it on a block of wood like this, and flatten it out a little bit, so it can go around that. Sounds high tech, don't it? I don't know any other way of doing that. I was going to put it in a vise, but the problem with doing it in a vise is I'm not going to be able to get an even torque, because my jaws are not the length of weight. You know, I don't have a something that's going to cramp all this at the same time. It'll only be a little bit, you know, a little bit at a time.
So this is just a support underneath this for this. Because I'm rather rough on stuff. Kind of rough on stuff. And if I don't kind of beef this up in here, at least where it pivots at, I'm going to end up messing with it constantly. And I don't want to do that. I'm just looking for my sledgehammer. That's all. I can show you. I do have a picture of a commercial one. I have a picture of what did I get? 5 dozen eggs at Sam's Club is $7.99. I was told. That's what I was told. That's one of those big flats, I think. I might be able to find the picture here if I monkey around long enough. Here we go. Here's a commercial one. I think I can still bring it up. That's a commercial one. Big green thing with a dong on the end of it goes up. Let's see. Like that. It's got a big old motor, huge motor on the top that are about $300. And this got sold for $350. So it's got that big, huge thing, and that's what we're working on now, right? That big thing here that sticks out. And then this will be on the end of it. All right. That's what she looks like. That's what I'm trying to somewhat duplicate without the cost of that, because as I looked that up. I looked that up on eBay. eBay, they're going for about they're trying to get $750 out of one. And yeah, it's still there. It's still there. So what does that tell you? It tells you want a lot of money for them. That's what I see. I'm just trying to get on my phone to read the comments, so I'm not looking at the camera constantly. I'm looking at this instead, right? Right? What's the difference, he says? What's the difference between looking at this and looking at that? I don't know. It's I don't have to turn the screen around, or I have to look like I'm looking around the side of you guys. That's spooky kind of looking. I can't find my hammer. Can't find my hammer. Hey, I gotta do a. Yeah, I know it. Before you even say it. You guys are CB guys. You used to watch CB microphones and all that there. I got to do a 10-100 to be right back. I won't be gone long. I'll bring my monitor along with you. A 10-100.
come back. Alright, so I'm still trying to find this hammer I had that I said it somewhere. And, I haven't been able to find it. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Put something down and then you can't find it. The thing I got now is a sledgehammer, I think. Yep, all that. There we go. I got her. Not sure how I'm gonna hit this guy so it's even. Yeah, move a little. Need on something that slides though, but I don't have. Pretty close. It's kind of flat in the middle. I think one more bump to get her. All right, so we got it around. It's not perfect, but you know, there's a flat spot where I need it to be, which will work. You know what I'm saying? I need it on a flat spot in there, and it needs to go around. My other option is just to take and just put the bolt holes through here into that thin stuff, and I figured a couple times like that will egg these holes here, and that'll be just a non-stop. Non-stop mess around with. Alright, just gotta hit on the other end. I think we'll have it. I'm sure there's some precision equipment to do that with. This end's good. The other end needs one more bump. Maybe too much, but yeah, a little too much bump. Sure how to get that out. Guess put it in the vise and tap it back the other way a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, when it pulls in, yeah, that'll work. I don't know if you're following along or you get the drift or what, but I'm not going to mount these against this. Now I'm trying to decipher how far do I put them down. How far? Because my other option was to put some pieces on this to serve the same purpose, but I was finding that it wasn't going to do what I wanted to do. Let's see. Really needed above the rubber. And that's only a ½ inch of this going on this. Need more than that. Needs at least an inch. There we go. You can measure that. Put a mark on there exactly where you need to go. How much is that? That's 2 inches. That'll be sufficient. I think sufficient 2 inches out of this piece, because it's still out of the it's still out of the point of rubbing on the other part of the hinge, and that's by an inch. All right. So these guys need to be taken off. This outside piece needs to be taken off. And then needs to be taken off, and then
just this outside piece. So I can mount these guys to that. I don't even know if you can see it. I can't see it because I'm on the. There you go. That point right there. Make sure she's straight on there and so they have two holes this way. I was hoping I could get them this way. May have to think about that one though. Everybody still with me? Or did we lose you guys? Don't take much. That's why I try to interact with you guys that are on. So keep you informed of what's going on. That's 80 of you though. I got 8 people watching though. That's a good deal. From Friday when everybody's out partying. Didn't drill the holes big enough, and probably didn't help. Probably didn't help with the bowls because let's see now. Let's see now. Alright, so the bottom one I'm going to have to take and make it 5/16 because I already messed up the threads. Think. Maybe not. Let me try running the re-thread around. No, we messed them up. I think I have that size there. Everybody tracking with what I'm trying to do here? I haven't seen any new comments come in. I don't know if there's a filter on it. Nope, nobody new. No one new to the program.
Got to re-thread that one hole that I messed up. I don't have the right tab for it because you put it back and it's like or it's in the wrong one, 1224. Yeah, I get these things all mixed up all the time. Have it. 5/16 24. Is that a fine or a course thread? Because here's a 5/16 18. Oh yeah, right. I just don't know what I got. Don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Quite a difference between quarter and 5/16. Yeah. What a difference. Big difference. Oh. All right, you got her. That looks like 5/16. It looks like 5/16. Who's working on robots? Who's got a robot? No robot there. This is just a fume extractor for fumes from the robots. Who's making robots? Phew. I'm about 1,000-pound weakling because I can't. Can't turn that. Should be doing it in the bison instead on here, but that's no difference. That's no big deal, right? That shouldn't matter. You've seen it. So now you take it off. After you break it. Do it right? That's what you don't do. You don't break your taps off in there. It just makes everything miserable. Plus, you don't even have a tap to re-thread it after you messed it up. Can though. You can make one out of nothing. You just got to take and grind it down until you get it back to where it was at. It'll take a while. Be nice if I had a grinder though. I have no grinder. I do have a grinder, but I don't. This is only supposed to be an hour one. Where we at? Yeah, hour and 40 minutes. So I'll be cutting it off at 15 minutes. Right. So we just ground our tap down after we just blew it up into that. Let's go see in the vise if I can get this to work. Should bite a little bit. Yeah, she's going. She's going already. A little crooked though. That's why it's best in the vise. Hang on. Making you guys watch me break stuff. I might as well swing you around so you can watch the last few minutes. Over there. Yep. You have an oil can. I just forget about it all the time. Forget it. Forget it all the time. Huh. It was like it was already threaded. It was like it was already threaded once I got through the damaged part. Then it worked again. Little oil didn't hurt anything, does it? Keeps it lubricated, right? Okay. Good deal. A little sloppy, but good deal. Guess I still need to drill that bottom one out some more. But this thread here is terrible though. get rid of that one that's always stripped out and don't leave it around, so you strip out something else. So that hole needs to be a little bit bigger because of the bigger bolt. Bigger bolts. All right, so I'm gonna jump down here to the next size down. And I'd not sharpen these drill bits. Actually, it said, in case you didn't happen to know, that this is all made out of bed iron, and that's why it's tough. This makes squeaky noises because it's all bed iron. Yeah, this is going. May not have had such a problem with bolts and such. Is these are the rock bottom bolts at Menards, and when you want to do something really nice, you need to stay away from that junk because they strip out real easy and they break off really quick. Ask me how I know. All right. So all I gotta do is measure 2 inches on both of these guys, because that's what we come up with, and then that'll be the next video is to drill the holes, figure out which way I want to go with the holes, because I'm still undecided about that, because you want to get the best strength you can for it. And thinking sideways is the best strength for it. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. If I put that guy there, I put 2 bolts there, I have more strength than this thing. Then if I put them two like this, one here, one there, in there. The only side effect is I don't think I have this bent out enough for that. Then again, has to be right in the center too. And that's not in the center, so. Okay. All right. So we got 5 minutes left, and there's 11 of you guys still watching, and that's what we're gonna do next. Is we're gonna drill those holes. It's too bad you couldn't comment, but maybe you don't speak English, and I'm the only one that speaks English, right? Huh? Probably. And I don't know how. I get. My understanding is that you guys on your end can translate it. You can push something that makes it translated for you guys. Because I tried to put the closed caption thing on it, and I was not successful with that. I think it does on a pre-recorded one you can add it to, but a live chat one you can't. I'm told. But then, this is all news to me, so yeah. So that's what we're gonna do next. Probably won't be tomorrow though. Unless it's late, like really late. If I come home from work and come down, then I'll do it. All right. Osteos Have a good evening, and we'll see you next time right here.